Welcome children, welcome to another numeracy class. How you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Good. Now, in this numeracy class, we are continuing the series of multiplication lessons, and we have talked about multiplication facts, interpretation of multiplication, multiplication of two-digit numbers without regrouping, and the ones with regrouping. And today we want to look at multiplication word problems. That is when you have questions put in words, interpreting them in mathematical statement and getting the answer that is asked or required. So just sit back and enjoy this, because it should be something you are familiar with, since we've always been doing word problems in addition, subtraction. So this is multiplication and this is the word problem in multiplication. So just for you to be careful with the words, interpret the words, each of the words carefully, and know the nature of things in the question. You understand? Know the nature of the object, the people, the animal, anything used in the question, and interpret it properly in mathematical statement. So it's not as hard as you might think. It's very easy as usual. So just sit back, carefully pay attention to the lesson, and you'll be able to solve any multiplication or word problem question based on your level. So thank you, and follow me into the lesson. Welcome to the lesson. Welcome. Now, into the lesson now, we are doing multiplication word problems. Multiplication word problems. And the first example here that we want to use in making us familiar with how to do word problems based on multiplication is saying there are 14 cows on a field. You know, cows. There are 14 of them, 14 cows on a field. How many legs do they all have altogether? That is, if you count all their legs, how many will they be? If you count all the legs of the 14 cows in the field, how many will they be? So there are things we ought to note. These are the things we ought to note. Now, a cow has 4 legs. Now, a cow has, that is, one cow has 4 legs. Now, 14, that's 1 and 4. 14 cows . 14 cows have 4 times 14. 4 times 14 legs. So let's let me put this in brackets. Put the legs. Four times 14 legs. So that is 4 in 14 places. 4 is for a cow, and 14 places for 14 cows. So 4 times 14. So let's arrange like we have learned. There are 2 digits, so it's tens and units. So the 14, we can put 4 here. Then we can put the 1 under the tens. Then we do multiplied by 4. So we underline. So 4 times 14 is the first thing, but remember we can outline it by showing what we do in the units, place value, and also in the tens. Place value of the multiplicand, which is 14. So now remember the multiplier, which is 4, will be multiplying the 4 and also the 1 in the multiplicand. So let's do that. In the unit we do 4. The 4, which is the multiplier, multiplies both the 1 and the 4 above. 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is, based on your knowledge of multiplication table, 4 times 4 is 16. So if 4 times 4 is 16, then what do we do? Do we write the 1 and 16 as it is, 1 and 6 under the unit place value where we've just multiplied from? No, we write only the 6. We write the 6 under the unit, then we keep the 1. We can keep the 1 at the corner here and we don't forget. Then the tens now, which is the 1, we multiply also by the multiplier, which is a 4. 4 times 1. That will be 4 times 1 is what? 4. Then that's not all. We have a number that we have kept here, which is the 1. So we add it, we remove it, and add it to the result of the multiplication under the tens here, which is 1, and that is 4. We add, not multiply, we add the 1 to the result of the multiplication in the tens. And when we add, what do we get? 4 plus 1 is what? 5. Sorry, let me write this properly. 4 plus 1 is 5. So we write the 5 under the answer because we've just multiplied under the 10, so we write 5. So that is 56 legs of cows. So we have one cow having 4 and there are 14 cows in the field, so all their legs in total will be 56 because we did 14 in, or rather 4 in 14 places, and that is still saying that either 14 times 4 or 4 times 14, and that is 56. So we have 56 legs of cows, of the 14 cows in total on the field. So let's look at another example, which is the last one. Now, this example says this: 10 children eat 3 apples each day. 10 children eat 3 apples each. Now, the story goes that 10 children eat 3 apples each day. 3 apples each day, every day. Now, that is for one day, the 10 children, they finish, they eat apples. They eat the total of 3 apples. Now they eat the total of 3 apples every day. For a day, they would have eaten a total of 3 apples. Now, how many apples do they eat daily? The pupils, the 10 children eat 3 apples each every day. How many apples do they eat daily? How many apples do they eat daily? That is, each of the 10 children eats 3 apples. That is, out of the 10, the whole 10, each of them 3 apples, 3 apples, 3 apples, 3 apples. That's 3 apples is eaten in 10 places. That's 10 children. Each of them eat 3 apples every day. 3 for each of the 10 children. So how many apples do they eat daily? That is in total. That is, out of the house, how many apples gets consumed in a day? If each of the 10 children take 3 for each of the 10 of them. So what do we do for multiplication? We do as usual. So we write out a statement. We can easily write out a statement to clarify this. 10. So 10 children eat 3 apples each day. That means one child or rather each. The meaning of each implies multiplication. Each means each means that, let me put this in quotes as it is written, because it's mentioned in the passage. Each means that one child or rather every child, that is each of them, every one of them, every child in the group, every child in the group of in the group of 10 eats 3 apples. Let me put this. Daily. So that is a picture of that. Therefore, the total of apples eaten by the ten children is equal to 10 times 3 apples. Ten times 3 apples. And remember, when we are multiplying by 10, we just add the 0 behind the 10 and add it to the number, the other number. So 10 times 3 would be 30 apples. That is one of the mathematical multiplication facts. Multiplying by 10 or 1, a number having 1 and zeros behind it, the 0 or the number of zeros behind it would be put behind the other number multiplying it. So, and in this case 3 is multiplying the 10, and we have 1 0 in the 10, so we add the 0 to the 3, and that makes 30. So 30 apples. So meaning the children consumed a total of 30 apples in a day, or the children consume a total of 30 apples in a day, because each of them consume 3, each of the 10 of them consume 3 every day. So that is another answer to the multiplication word problem that we have here. So with the knowledge and the idea given by this, should be able to attempt and successfully get your answers in the questions that will be given to you. So keep learning, keep enjoying to learn. Remember, you're awesome. Don't ever give up. Keep trying and keep practicing and keep studying. It is well with you. So till next time, keep learning and enjoy learning. Bye.